Ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. Hello. Oh, hold on. I'm actually set up Streamlabs. We found this pinball machine. Pinball machine. I'm reminded of you, pinball machine. I do actually need to change the settings so I'm not there all the time. I find it a little distracting. Alrighty. Let me also set up Opera on the second screen. And when I mean second screen, I mean my drawing tablet. Very professional. And here, yes, no, stream manager, no. Cool, all set. And I presume the plugin's working. I can double check if the Twitch integration thing is on. I feel like it turns off every time. I don't know what to do about that. Other than to have to do it every single time. Okay, back to the void with you. And we are back to it. Yep, I've set it up so now you can actually look at all of the neat things by pressing the little buttons on the left hand side, which I guess depending on the size of your monitor actually could be quite annoying. I hope you can actually turn them off. Just like visually, if you don't want to have to, if you don't want to engage with it, it's then kind of an eyesore. How many skill level up points have I got? 1. Okay. So, currently, we're really at a big event here with figuring out the case. We are admittedly making some good progress. I'm sure there'll be another twist that means... oh, yeah, I suppose I could do that. But I'd rather investigate this place first. Because we found the key that opens to this door, which is presumably how the murderer got up and shot them. The idea is that they shot them from a distance, but I think they went up through this section to the balcony and shot through the window while they were having coitus.
Over there, in the corner.
Pinball machine.
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Okay, Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Wait, you played it?
A little.
Let's take a closer look. Come on, come on.
Oh, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated.
For a second, I thought it was worried that, oh, great, and size was because it doesn't work. But no, it's just Kim not appreciating, again, that it is side quest.
Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
I have to insert a coin, a whole coin. Lean closer to read, inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats. and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
Okay.
The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represents Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
Lean closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Mundi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Insert coin.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
Ba-ba-bam.
Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy was he then?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A Mesk nationalist.
Ah, a racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
Hmm. Technically, the human beings are at the top of the food chain, so... Photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. I mean, I don't agree with that, so...
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
But you seem to be having fun.
I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The
10
jolly
minutes.
goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Okay, constraint name for the narrow passage.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Uh-oh.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
Okay.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog.
Haha.
Use them to calculate where they hit next. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
Ba-boom.
You're in a perfectly balanced
Yeah.
system where neither you nor
Uh-oh.
the hell is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
Reaction speed. Uh-oh. Okay, Matt, it can be done. Just watch.
I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Why did they even make these if it's impossible to win? I mean, 8%'s not abhorrent. Maybe with a little bit of bard magic, we can make it work. And I'm not spending another quid on this, so... Bit bard magic. Bam!
How?
Fuck!
If you can't even see it. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, finger boy.
Damn. Sad. Now let's mourn our wife. Oh, no. No voicing? Okay. and the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house, sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Plus 20% zoom out distance. All motorics learning caps raised by 1. Okay. I mean, I kind of appreciate a more zoom out distance. Kind of. Certainly one I would contemplate getting rid of at some point. Can zoom out even more. Whoa. Oh.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of the white door machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
I mean, that's really high. Just in case, a little bit of bard magic.
Kim
Ba-bam.
Pinball Kitsuragi.
Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka Kimball?
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
What? You're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi? You're Kim Kimball Kitsuragi?
So now he remembers.
He looks at you in the silence of the workshop, then shakes his glasses off and cleans them.
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
Wait, but I still can't remember anything else.
Wonderful. He only remembers hearing about the pinball policeman.
You don't seem to really like pinball.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science-fiction, and historic romance franchise. It is lame.
So why are you called Pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How did you...
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Okay, sure. Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story.
You were a juvie cop for 15 years?
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
Wait, so that's why you didn't talk to Kuno?
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim. Probably this one.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Blah blah blah. No, we don't need to. What's with all the
This
formality,
small
Kim?
elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Look in.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Look at the elevator
There are
controls.
large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Convenient.
A
Perfect.
small steel plaque reads Halter 800.
Ba-bam.
Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago.
I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine, futurism themed. +1 empathy, +1 hand-eye coordination. The pinball maker's coat. Pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point. This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over. Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Whirling in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from that.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice makers said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Could this mean the Whirling in Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
But what's more interesting is that this is an easy way. Here we are.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Cool. Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Exactly what I thought. Okay, what does this
It
mean?
means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind Classia's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom made or old-fashioned. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
This print doesn't look the odd-soled print we found at the Hanging Kim. This doesn't look like the workers' boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
This print doesn't look like the old soul print we found at the Hanging Camp.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Okay, get up.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. It's odd. I feel like there's more to be done here. Perhaps if we got off those boots, we would have figured
This
it
is
out.
the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
So I was on the other side.
Unless we veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Glass about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly and reads science fiction.
Unbar the door. Hello, we took alternate route.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a worry smile, leaning back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak.
Uh-oh.
She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
It's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More.
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, golden grey in the noonlight.
What lies beyond it?
The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the mortal inn?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked. People after her. Moral intern people. This isn't Oranese lit. Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
Okay. What was this fugitive stuff? What happened here the night
We
he
were
died?
there. Together. In bed, I mean.
To exactly what
Okay.
happened.
He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
Okay. Going to need more details.
She looks down with a wince. Her cigarette has singed her fingers. She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you look pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear
Okay.
your head.
Sure.
You should clear your head.
No.
Get
Shush.
into his mindset.
Bad. I need like a spritz bottle.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
Well, what did you do then?
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
What did you do to have these people after you? Why did you call these cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth, idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
Yeah. Compromised. I don't think so. Why did you do it? So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible. Oh God. That was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course.
Okay. When was the window changed? You said you studied what is with this fugitive stuff.
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewes County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewes Cop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lewes Cop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Laws, Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airbird, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papa Lolo. Papa Lolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with.
Could the people...
You're solving a murder.
Yes, solving murder. Okay, could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did.
I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looked at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby, where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Ugh.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
Did you kill Lily?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. but I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Don says people have this crazy idea that you killed him. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. Drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Perhaps they contributed to its end. You must have had a weapon nearby. Did you see that?
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
The bullet in his head, it was jacketed military grade. Who else here has a military
I
rifle?
don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it. Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before. Look who's waking up from 1,000 years of sleep.
Volition's having some fun with this convo. I'm very I'm enjoying Volition. I'm enjoying Volition in this conversation. You've lied to me about this bullet before. When I said he was shot, you said you are confused.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work.
Downstairs, drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Perhaps they contributed to its end. These are all like antagonistically prodding about her killing them. Okay, if you did it in self-defense. Let's do this, I guess.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Okay, it's fine.
Like what?
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Okay, I think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Okay, manipulating your skill set, clearly lied about the bullet, the love that did him in, and lied about making the call. Okay, just in case, we're just gonna do a little bit of music. Ba-bam.
What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Okay, why have we not arrested her yet? I think you didn't make that call to the station. I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 811-811. 102 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Let's change the subject. All of this is I already know the answer. I mean, I guess. Turn to the lieutenant.
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Return to this later. I want to go in here and do some visual calculus.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Let's do some visual calculus.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Okay.
A two-hearted spider.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Okay. Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location
Yep.
A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Have a look at point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I am, 80% sure that the roof is where the shot came from?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Inspect the ghostly figure
The
for
man
now.
does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Extrapolate the radius to include all of the of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the Islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Okay, have a look at point B, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Okay. Point B.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No. Too far-fetched.
Point B prime.
1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. On an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, B triple prime, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
I'm just being thorough.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Yes, I agree. Cool. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe I wanted those boots. So, sleeping dock worker, trash container, ordered measure head. Got this as well. Let's see. Guess we just go down. Boop, boop. We do not need to steal the drugs, though they might be good price-wise, money-wise, but we are good, prideful, detective. Kim. Anything
Yes?
to talk about? No, okay. Okay, Kim. Let's see, what are we up to? How many skill points have we got? We got two. Don't know what I can do. What have we got on the agenda? So we can determine where the shot come from. We should probably do that before we leave, and that. Smoker says his Sunday friend has gone on a stroll along the coast. That was today, wasn't it? So we've got multiple things going to the coast, but we've also got multiple things going on here. We'll call Alice back. Why not? Unfortunately, we did not get the chance to do that. Yeah. Let's go talk to this person over here first. Hello.
Was there something you needed?
God, I saw another thing at the wall
Another
then.
thing. Great. I love those.
So, God, what if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really, really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Oh, you can ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead. Nothing. The black gaping maw of the end of time.
There is no gaping maw. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. That's okay.
But please do still tell me.
Skeletons, mausoleum of the dead.
Yes, haha. What's actually behind there?
Nothing. The black gaping maw.
There is no gaping.
But please do still
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Didn't check. Pinball isn't relevant to the investigation. Why do you want to play? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make of one.
Think of selling those pinball machines. I want a fat cut. Just, I'm a distributor. I feel a capitalist plot coming up.
Capitalist plot. The pinball we have in the corner now is broken. I want to diversify the entertainment options. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
Warn you, I may have discovered about that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area. No, it'll be fine. In room 3, she nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
You have Lena. Lena is a good customer. I think that's Lena, isn't it? Lena. It's not here anymore. I'm pretty sure it's Lena.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
What? Did someone mention my name?
We were just paying you a compliment. And finding out a degenerate from room 3 nicked the phone line. Everything is okay here.
Everything's absolutely fandabadozy. Reboot that.
Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Was there anything else?
To warn you, you may be part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
One of the businesses in Building B of the doomed commercial area.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Not once. Isn't that already a sign of decline? Pinball, which failed, though perhaps the Whirling will escape the curse.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tile work? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost.
You must really care about this place, since you've worked here for so long.
Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way. Especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way. Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
You shouldn't be so worried about that label, you know.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
And who named it Whirling and
Well, it
Racks?
sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateneers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
So who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck with this place then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Goodbye. Very attractive. Great. Thank you. Okay, Hardy. Hey, mate.
It's you again. What is it?
Yeah, okay, I talked to Cassie, now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer. Need to pin this on someone. I've decided to pin it on her. No. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus.
Okay, time
You'll
to
be surprised
present
at
this.
how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. Found the key in the Union box. Saw the winch outside. Staged like a play. Reconstructed murder scene. Found antique rifle. +3. Secret route found. Bang.
Nothing is
What?
happening. The pieces are there.
This
They remain unconnected.
is what I get for not doing my damn bard magic. No. We can do this. Squint your eyes.
Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again, the pieces are there. You
Squint.
could have done it somehow. Something else. Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming together.
I guess I'll have to give
There
up.
you go. Your mind is a relaxed muscle. It's so nice and easy to give up, isn't it? On the downside, you have no idea what you were supposed to do now. I could have debriefed you. Blissful idiot. Say something. You stood there for too long.
Going to take off now. This is fine because we got the power of having spare level ups. Logic, level up, accept changes. Also forts. I don't really think I care about this. Oh, actually, no, do I though? Because oh no, I do not. I'm not going to be leveling up any of those to a big enough degree. I suppose I could try leveling up endurance or something like that. But I feel like getting rid of this white morning. Cleaning out the rooms. Someone's been walking around. The bow collector. Kingdom of Constant Conscience. Notice a change in the weather. Plans. Signal blue, and they're not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? Subtle incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer. When They stick to your Warrior 1 forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to administration region. The ideals of the DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? We'll stick with the 20% increase in zoom possibility. Whoa, so much smaller. Anyway, yeah, hey.
It's you again.
Yep.
What is it?
Okay. Let's just set up with a little bit of mob magic. Okay. Some inspiration. Bar magic, go!
Flash of lightning in your neocortex.
Down.
The hostile cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
So that's what you were squinting at. You were trying to come up with a theory, weren't you? That she did it.
Yeah, he was cobbling together shit so he could put her away. It's RCM 101.
Well, let old Titus set your mind at ease then.
Sunday night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
Okay, she didn't go to the bar. She didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke.
No.
That's a lie.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out, too. She has a complex operation to run from her lorry. She's a busy girl. Always has been.
This complex operation is probably something illegal.
Just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot the merc. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He's been through it. That means he's suspected her too. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
So, a skilled Sambo artist could have climbed the outer wall like a spider. No. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here. Sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Since the workshop's still operational. Oh, I also found footsteps upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
The tracks were recent, but not worn down in the right foot like Ruby's. It's best to omit this pesky little polemic for now. Too confusing.
A week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that, Cop. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember that key I found?
I don't like guessing, Cop. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back there once it was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
I do like that throwback logic. Good job. Okay. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling? No, we have agreed the shot came from the roof,
Why
right?
not? You can't draw a straight line in a Colossia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 72% chance that building came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Turns out I can do that. Yeah, we have ballistic lab and cordon. We consult in cases like this.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. What else have you got? That puts her on the roof.
We have firmly established Ruby could have access the roof. Could have had access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself. But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours.
Guys, this is reaction speed. Guys, this is revoked. Anyone could get a gun around here. Anyone. I have now analyzed the bullet. Killed him. It was jacketed. There is a small 28% chance. These are weapons. There are weapons like these just laying around in Martinez.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there. With other, it's just like
20,
it.
maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
I lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. Guys, this is revolutionary. And he could. Boy, it was jacketed.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it?
You just showed him a breech-loading gun.
I just showed you a breech-loading gun that any child could have.
A broken old broomstick is what you showed me. But point taken.
Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet.
This is the bullet that did it. Belle McGrave used the same caliber.
The blonde man looks at the mushroomed deathbringer in the evidence bag and says,
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right. 4mm too.
Whoa.
Well, goddamn. It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her. Too damn close. You have been thorough. I'll give you that.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
some things myself.
There you go, Titus. There you go.
We're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Okay. I think, yeah, Eugene. Let's assume you kill him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
You have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Okay. Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Okay.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a Hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me as in the RCM.
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of the human experiment. I'm sorry, God. Why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head.
Sure. Normal.
So 7 incredibly boring things. Nah.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
And then when they're all empty, just move on, onto the next can. Don't look back unless there was something you missed.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else? Anything
Yeah,
else? Huh?
There was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught Pete. But she was too scared.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
You're all here. Who's out looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
So she didn't go to tell Everard?
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Can you tell me where on the coast I could start looking?
Sure. There are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Okay. It's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
Shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. You know, I don't usually do this. I just measure things, but...
You said it would be nice to have a ballistic lab. You could use ours.
No. We're good.
Why not? You could turn the thing into an actual police force. Afraid you would actually have to follow the law?
Rich boy law is a sham. It only works for the Wild Pines, lady. So keep your lab and watch your ass out there. The coast is a dangerous place for lawmen, especially Mr. Can Opener here.
Ba-ba-bam. Okay, that's good progress. Let's go check on the armor. Oh.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Yeah, and?
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash?
Well, the bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast.
Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window.
It turned out the bullet was an antique.
True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis and then hand-waved it.
So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
Footsteps in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the Old Souls print on the crime scene.
They didn't.
The bullet was jacketed. These don't just lie around everywhere, do they?
Good point. It is rather rare these days. But
Okay.
do continue.
I'm done with thinking about this.
That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof. Lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
We did do the logic thing that we've neglected to actually do. Don't know where the shot came from. We can check those places while we're down there. Yeah, I think we're all set. I do want to go on the radio and double check.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Pick up the radio again.
57, how may I assist you?
Hear about any more about the
I
armor?
got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
Yep.
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
I was born ready, baby.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Cortenaer. That's Ellis Kortenaer. Exact date of birth unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February 09.
Neonatal care unit?
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
Okay.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor? I blanked out that bit. There was no records of employment or canal. Foster parents entered an honourable charge, assuming conflict. Any information about his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
So all we have to connect him to Colonel is the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Well, you have his name and service record now.
A name. This is very good. Ellis Cortenaer.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
Reconnect me with the 31st.
Right. Please hold.
10-4, come in. Fireworker, over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to
10-4,
discuss.
sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information. Over.
Understood.
10-4. Anything else, sir? Over.
Over.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Bwamp. I mean, it is genuinely a bad parking job, isn't it? It's like on the road and stuff like that. You'd imagine you'd park like up here or something. I don't know. I could zoom out very far. Probably too far, to be honest. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know where I'm going to be able to find bullets either. Like, I don't have any bullets for my gun. Hello, do you have bullets?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Never mind. You do not have bullets. Okay. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. It's got bugs in it again, eh?
There's nothing else to do with the traps at this time.
Cool. Oh, I could have TP'd. Oops. Well, near enough here anyway. I couldn't have come from here. Three trees block the way. Is that already marked off then? Check boardwalk for bullet traces. Check island for bullet traces. Check Land's End for bullet traces. Check island for bullet traces. Check Land's End for bullet traces. Don't really know where these places are. If I look here, yeah. So we're looking for Could talk to her. Let's get our empathy on, which would be plus 1 empathy from that. Cool. That some shoes that make me empathetic. Was it empathy? No, it was suggestion, wasn't it? Pretty sure. Oh, but then I need Thingio not to be here because it's really hard otherwise. So might as well not. So let's get my conceptualization back on and stuff. Conceptualization. What's this do? Volition. This does reduce my conceptualization. But it'll be fine. Negative perception. Savoir-faire and electrochemistry. It's basically just bad, really. Do I have any other pairs of pants? I have this. I have this. So are these? Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. +1 kingdom of consciousness.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
It's like regular, normal things.
I know you do. These Inter-Estellari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Damn. We can talk to her about if someone's come through or anything.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What's it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
Looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay.
Very
When did this
recent.
person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
No, that's it.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
Got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Well, I'm in. But organising a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like revision the doomed commercial area or...
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
Okay, be seeing you. Alright, Kim, I'll listen to you. Oh, good old Kim. You cataracts, presumably not. Kids? Hey, kids, did you see a person?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be the Linanetta's twins.
This one doesn't say anything,
The
kicking
Nims?
the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Don't know why I added T in there somehow. One, I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating.
Yeah, whoa.
Stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
Okay. Because have you seen any bad people around?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Okay, bye kids, take care. Okay, let's go talk to these peeps. Hey. Hey.
Tequila Sunset.
You seen a redhead woman named Ruby around here
Can't
lately?
really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Alright. Be seeing you. You.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Good to see you too, friend. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I've got
Oh.
smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Okay, quite the business you set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man
Okay.
makes his own luck. And I made mine real good.
Okay,
Got
brilliant.
my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise.
Whoa.
Sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit.
Ah. Okay, cool,
Bought
thank you.
cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed.
Whoa.
And look at me now. I've got everyone on my hook.
The hook? Where is it? I can't see it.
Looks like you're on your own hook too.
Of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
He has long forgotten what you were talking about.
Okay, I'm
In
off.
the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Okay, I don't think you're gonna help, are you?
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who is Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
You see any women around here lately?
Abigail? Abigail, where are you?
Why shouldn't I call
He
Abigail?
snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
I'm not gonna lean
He
in.
waves his hand as if shooing you away, all the while murmuring something indecipherable.
Don't call Abigail.
Sad. Okay, that wasn't helpful. Let's keep going. Zoom. Zoom. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol. Okay, guess we can talk to them. Feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. I don't think that's true. There was no shadow. But alright. Strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Oh, okay, sure.
Welcome back.
Seen a red-haired woman around?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Teenagers skulking around. Gang members looking for a hole in the Union's defenses. Maybe Ruby too. But she wouldn't be able to tell from here.
That's good. No neighbors to complain about. Considering what we're trying to do here, doesn't look like a good sign.
Superstition. We can turn the grim desolation into a fun dance club, and thus also help turn this hellhole around.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named Ruby?
What? No one's suspicious of...
She has not seen her son.
Okay. Cool. No running. I'm just gonna walk slowly whilst I have a drink. We got the boardwalk to see if there's any gun residue up here. Is this... Oh. I keep seeing that. What is this?
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable. Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
Pretty sure that's my name. Right? No? It's me, Pierre.
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died.
Kind of... That's not good.
Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice, it's different. There. Chrysanthemum.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
Okay. Cool. Is it over here we would be looking at? No.
There's some tear.
This way, and then down here. Yeah.
Hello again.
Well, I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
What? Okay, that's it. Cool. Zoom out. Zoom. Grr. pretty sure point B was around here. We're looking for someone on the coast. Ask the fisher folk in the village. Maybe their leader knows something? Okay. I guess I didn't properly do that then. That's fine. Oh, hello. There's a person here? They weren't always here. Oh, yeah. Hello.
As you approach, the man turns and greets you with a polite wave.
Ah, super. It's the officer. I was not expecting to run into you again, but things have a funny way of turning out, no? What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast?
I need your help forming a committee. I'm trying to assign a level of responsibility.
My friend, if it's la responsabilité you're after, I have good news for you. There's no need to form such a committee, because it already exists.
God, of course it does. These moral intern types.
The Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It acts as a sort of clearinghouse for coalition activities. To put it simply, they are the ultimate arbiters of la responsabilité in this part of the world.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
I would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but alas, I am not actually in Martinez.
What? Where is he then? He's speaking figuratively. He means he's not in Martinez in his official capacity.
Got it. You're only here on personal business.
Précisément. Officially, I am still in La Delta, preparing for an upcoming conference on fuel oil derivatives. That's why it would be extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee concerning a district I'm not officially in.
But this is an urgent matter. I need to get in touch with the committee. How am I supposed to contact the committee then?
Well, under ordinary circumstances, the committee contacts you.
In other words, the committee only knows what it wants to know.
But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via Coalition Warship Archer.
Why do I need to go through Archer to speak to committee?
You see, in addition to being an airborne artillery platform, Coalition Warship Archer is also the linchpin of the Coalition's surveillance and communications infrastructure in Revachol.
Hold on, it's watching us too?
And listening. It has the most objective vantage point in the entire city. Not to mention a vast array of radio, photographic, and meteorological monitoring instruments. I find it a great comfort to know there are benevolent powers watching over all, in strict accordance with the Wayfarer Act and the Bristol-Mune Convention.
Okay.
The Bristol-Mune Conventions are a series of international agreements governing the treatment of military personnel and civilians in theatres of war, as well as occupied territories. In practice, they are more talked about than observed.
So, how does one go about contacting the coalition warship?
This is quite the problem. Very tricky. Of course, the Archer has orders to fire on any unidentified aerostatics that might approach it, so it might be safer to get in touch from the ground. But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on coalition frequencies. And that kind of technology naturally isn't typically available for non-coalition use. Yes, it is a bit of a conundrum. I suppose there might be some way to circuit bend your way onto those frequencies, but you'd have to be one of those techno-tinkerers to do it.
Is that legal?
Unauthorized circuit bending is a very serious matter with grave security implications. But as of the moment, there is no specific law forbidding it. In Revachol, at least.
Sounds like something that programmer we met in the church might be able to help with.
Let me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCM. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Actually, I was wondering what you're doing out here.
Well, that's très simple. I was visiting the fishing village just north of here. They have applied for a series of microloans to revitalize the old market. And well, I wished to see the situation firsthand. And then, well, I had some extra time on my hands, so I decided to stroll down here. It's quite peaceful, isn't it?
Did you see all the bullet holes in the walls over there?
Ah? Is that what those pockmarks are? I might have guessed. Fascinating how much history is contained right here.
Very
if
true.
only one knows where to look for it.
What's a suggestion?
You feel like there's something you could say here, if only you really knew what was going on.
But actually, there was something else I wanted to ask about. You feel there's something else you could say here? I was a little bit off.
Ah bon? I'm all ears, officer.
Thank you for your time.
Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the...
Well, actually, no.
Always.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Sure. Door, a building, hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? There's only one way to find out, but I don't think it's going to let me go in. Check the boardwalk for bullet traces, check island for bullet traces, check Land's End for bullet traces. I don't know where any of those are, to be honest. Well, it's certainly not around here. Oh! There is a way up in? I've noticed that before. Interesting. How does one get in? No.
You see, a once bright.
Interesting. Oh. There's a slit.
The light
Concrete
vanishes
here.
inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Kim, any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
How are we going to go places? Well, let's go talk to the fisherman peeps. So we can go up this way and double check this, I guess. I think. Oh no, that's where we just were. Theoretically, we could have double checked the bullets. I didn't know there was this option up there before, but no. I'm pretty sure the leader is this woman.
The old woman still hums her unknown song. She opens her eyes to acknowledge your presence. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind. which you seem to have forgotten.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about.
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out. It isn't about the union, you know. You don't have to worry about relation.
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrive by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
See, you know something, but you decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
Ruby was here. You know it. You need to look into these shacks, especially hers.
This jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
What is the song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaritan children's song.
What's it called?
Surrender to the night.
She replies, slowly rocking back and forth.
That's kind of grim for a children's song.
Level up.
Even if it is a lullaby.
It's weird. I don't like it. I mean, surrender to the night. It's weird. I don't like it.
Like I said, it's an old children's song. You don't have to like it.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you? Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Oh, okay. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me? God, it makes me money every night just so I don't die in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Wait, why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
One more time. I can just have the room?
Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here.
This could be the first chapter of my Rags to Riches memoir.
Surely not the first one. So are you interested or not?
I don't want a free room. It's not proper. I mean... I want to stay buddies with Kim. 20 quid is a lot every day, but it's fine. I'm going to stay at the Rags.
But should you ever need shelter, remember old Isabel and her shack by the sea.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's
Well,
tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Fucking ride till I die.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas.
Yeah?
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
There's pawning stuff after that suspicious Roy guy. I guess I've made some gills, sure. Yeah, I did take that bribe from Joyce.
Oh yeah, you took that bribe hard. You're a killer.
Oh, and then there's pawning stuff after that suspicious
Yeah,
guy.
You're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I've made some grills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. It's because of that guard guy riding my ass.
The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head.
The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol?
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That seems like a big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that?
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Okay. So we got indirect modes of taxation. First, if you want started, taxation, back from rubber bandos and the custom agencies, banditos. I need to... The washerman is hiding something. Look around. Maybe get into a shack somehow. Get into her shack somehow. Oh, I'm learning. No. Maybe I can ask this peep.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Oh, I know Tao. Accept the tenancy. What am I doing? Hey, can I have the free room?
The policeman. Changed your mind, did you? I thought you might. Won't find a better deal than free. Don't make this old woman regret giving the police the key to her house. Here.
Okay, goodbye. Ba-bam.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock that shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Why don't we just bunk with good old Kim? You see the waves, you see the church. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching in Alamanc from 39. Intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. The floorboards creak under your step, using thermodynamic expander consolidator cycle. Nice. Whoa, words.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
You're shaving the right call.
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is, without the expression. It's just hairy.
Jacket. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I got a new jacket, didn't I? There's this jacket, and this, which is +1 logic, and then this one. This definitely, I definitely want that. Definitely, 100%. What's this here then?
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
Okay, this bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon.
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Hmm.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Let's have a little try, but let's just imbue it with a bit of bard music.
The water, you'll be looking like a fresh... On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
This isn't sharp. This isn't sharp enough. Script harder.
Stop! For crying out loud, you're gonna cut your own throat. There's no way to salvage this.
I need to shave the chops.
Your hand refuses to move another millimeter. A small trickle of blood runs down your cheek.
Damn it. You know what? This seems time for a little action of. Oh, I'm going through so many things. I will do this because it increases perception. And we've got things at negative. Ooh, there's a lot of things that don't like that. Okay, we'll just level up hand-eye coordination then, because that's also to do with shooting. And we've got so many level ups. Oh my god, what?
On the table, you see a bowl of water,
Okay.
a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. Like an
Ba-bam.
artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
Was you shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional.
Hmm.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is. A regular, clean-shaven police officer.
Hmm. Oh, hey. Oh, okay, hey Kim. Just found a little nook, I guess.
Yes.
So, I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps.
What is it? You can tell me, Kim.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of. Either way, good on you.
No.
You were
Save.
saying?
Oh no, Kim, no. We shaved. We did it. We shaved. I don't know why I shaved. Wait, how long? How before? How? Hold on. Hold on. Where's the thing? I'm not. Load game. When was that? Day 4. 522. So that was very soon. Okay, let me load. I'm reloading. This is what I put my loads on. Wait, what? That can't be right. All the way over there. Day 4. That can't be right. Oh, okay, this is fine. We'll just go quickly bump down here, and we'll be back. There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer? No, it's not going to give me the option. Okay. Maybe I should have saved before jumping back, but I don't want to get rid of the mutton chops. It's part of his identity.
The old woman. There's a gap
Hello.
where the name of that song should be.
Okay,
You should
red hair
Me.
woman.
because
No.
she's blind, which you seem.
Yes.
This is my
Cool.
There
Yeah.
was a murder.
Would
Continue.
you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work. No. It's not like that, man.
Does that
There's
not tell
not
us?
I see, ma'am.
Ruby, you need to look into these shacks. especially.
What is the song you're humming?
My mother used.
What is it called?
That's kind of grim.
It's weird, I don't like it.
It's an old children's song. You don't have to like it.
Where can someone stay around here?
That said, if lodgings,
How much is
I
it?
would charge you for it. Take it as
She's gonna
no
give it to
one
me.
is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can still.
Scott guy.
That's exactly how we get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much.
Right,
My kids grew up and left like we do. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof.
Rags to
surely not the
riches.
first one.
Okay, you got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Don't be like that, Kim. It's fine. Found this jacket.
I can.
Hell yeah. No, we must.
I could use a breather.
Yeah.
It's been another track.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I
Okay.
hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
Okay, tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant Double Yefreda Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Yes, indeed. Okay, goodbye. I'm off now.
Wow.
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
Like a horse.
But like,
A
what do I?
workhorse.
But what do I
It's a
actually
hard
do though? Like, I know.
Look at yourself. That is
Yep.
the sign of a hustler who never.
Yeah.
It ain't easy, but you do it.
I did take that bribe. I did do that.
Sure.
Just have made money.
Sure. And has it been easy? Are you rich?
No, I'm not.
That's right. You work
'cause that
hard.
guy
The guardsman has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim.
Taxes.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Our tax is almost non-existent in the Gotham estate. That is, you and I both. But
Yep.
98% of all your...
You sure?
What are you not sure about?
Fine.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates.
Okay. I'm not gonna shave. I had to go through all that. I'm not shaving this time. No, no, no.
The door has seen better days.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy.
Mm.
After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for...
The key turns.
Okay, sheesh. Plink. Plonk. Plink. Plink, plink. Plonk. Plonk. Take.
An old mirror.
Mirror be for now.
As you look, the
Wow.
edge of a floor
With
hollow
board
space
aside.
underneath,
What's in
nothing
there?
but you
Search
stick
it.
your
What is it?
A 9mm bullet, to
Ba-bam.
be exact. Fit for the floor.
Perfect.
Isn't it's extra.
Yep. Okay. Kim. Woman.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
But you didn't put it there, did you? She...
Gone and hid things in
Oops,
there?
sorry, Kim.
She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag. After a long silence, her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, Left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
That's for the police to find out.
Hmm.
Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs. Around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the Lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Tim, she must have heard your Kimia.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
It's tinged with pride. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
The truth, sire.
What is she like, Ruby?
I cleaned it.
Oh, oops.
No.
Damn it. I should start using the keys.
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do
She
you mean?
tried not to let it show. But I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines. But this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
But this place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack. Man, I was really hoping she'd be hiding in this village. Sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet. Further up the coast we go then.
You sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Okay, sure.
What more do you... Yes.
Enough. Goodbye.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her. She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Okay, sure. Sure. Circuit thing. Get a closer look. Get a closer look at the heater thing. Huh? Oh yeah, we can go do that. Check boardwalk for bullet traces. Check island for bullet traces. Check Land's End for bullet traces. That's about Ruby in the village. Come on, Kim. Zoom. Aha.
The light vanishes inside the
What's in
core.
there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for this.
Any idea? Yeah, we might find Ruby down there.
In conclusion, she
But not in there.
I hope not.
There's no echo and no answer.
Damn. Yeah, don't know exactly how we're gonna get down there. But I do have an idea of how. Oh, hold on. Money. Oh. Get £2 every time I do conceptualization. I don't care about that anymore. Hello. Coalition. Can you help me talk to the Coalition?
Yes, what is it?
I wasn't kidding earlier about contacting Coalition Warship Archer. Can you help?
You're asking me to circuit bend onto coalition radio frequencies. You want to know, is it possible? Probably. But is it a good idea? I'm not so sure. The main difficulty will be finding an antenna powerful enough to reach those frequencies. Unfortunately, you can't exactly buy mecha long-wave antennas off the shelf.
She's not joking. Even the RCM has to receive special approval from the Coalition to access that kind of equipment.
The radio relay tower at Land's End, could that work?
I highly doubt it. That tower is barely able to transmit shortwave signals across the bay. To generate megalo frequencies, we're going to need a much larger antenna.
She has an idea, though. You can see the tiny signal lights firing inside her brain.
I don't see any alternative. We're just going to have to build the antenna ourselves.
Wait, we can just build an antenna?
Yes, from a technical view. It's not even difficult. The difficult part will be finding the right location. We need metal, a lot of it. The taller the structure, the better. Something that is both prominent and easily accessible. If it's near a power source, even better.
Come up with a site for a mega long wave antenna.
Close your eyes. Unfold your mental map of Martinez.
Okay.
It's morning. You're standing on the plaza before the whirling in rags.
Turn to face the apartments.
Beyond the unkempt backyard rises a monstrous assemblage of concrete, plaster, and corrugated sheet metal.
Turn to face the roundabout.
You turn around. The morning sun is blinding. You bring your hand to your brow, and a great shadow materializes before you. A towering beast, frozen in mid-air.
The statue of Philip III.
The dead king and his horse. It could work. We'll need an adequate power supply and a great quantity of cable. If we connect the cables to some of the stranded lorries, we could theoretically increase the antenna's wavelength exponentially.
Whatever ambivalence she had about your project before, she's now fully engaged in solving this technical puzzle.
Let her think.
It's completely ridiculous, but I believe we could transform the entire roundabout into one solid fractal antenna.
A note of awe in her voice. She's shocked and pleased by her own audacity.
As long as it gets the job done, I'm not interested in the details. Are you sure that's legal? I feel like I'm going to need to apologize to someone.
If you would like to apologize, that is your business. I'm only here to tell you what's feasible or not from a technical viewpoint. I have plenty of cables and amplifiers on hand. The power supply, I will secure on my own. All we require now is the radio transceiver itself.
Okay, a radio transceiver. Cool. I've got this. I've seen plenty of those lying around.
Of course you have. They aren't exactly rare.
And before you ask, no, you can't have the radio from Machinima.
You know what, Kim? I'll find an even better radio on my own.
I highly doubt that. When I crank the volume on my dyno wave, it's like you're in the front row at the National Concert Hall.
Didn't know Speed Freaks MF had a concert series.
Joke all you want, detective. Whatever radio you manage to scrounge up won't lay a finger on my setup.
Alright, Kim. Challenge accepted.
There is no need to go out of your way to find a top-shelf radio for this purpose. As long as it's functional, that is what counts.
Do radio computers have transceivers in them?
Certainly, though it requires a fair amount of technical finesse to remove them. Frankly, it's not worth the bother. Just find a regular radio.
I think I saw a radio in that office near the harbor.
That sounds like a perfectly adequate radio.
Alright, I guess I need to find one of these radio transceivers then.
In the meantime, I will gather the rest of the materials. We will meet back here when you have it.
Right. I'll let you work in peace now. Ba-ba-bam. So we got find a working transceiver and return to the church, which I'll probably just do the dismantling the radio's transceiver from the other thing. Oh, we also shouldn't have ran, but whatever. So noisy in there, so noisy. Whoa, things. Got 4 level ups. No idea what to do with them. Is there anything here that I don't like the look of? +2 volition, -1 logic. Not getting rid of that. Grr. Maybe we lose that. Advanced race theory, perfect. Yeah, I just definitely want that. Hardcore aesthetic. Oh yeah, what about the dead body on the boardwalk? Go to Billy Lean's apartment. We could just quickly travel there. I mean, what else have we actually got going on? Left the village, explore the coast for signs, determine where the shot came from. I think what we do is we go up this way, because there's the... Oh god. The thing up here, isn't there? This. The building before you house the engine must have been a big one.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
If I get tools out and I grab that, what are my odds now?
An old door,
The
worn
same.
by elements.
Leave.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there, in the whirling in rags.
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower, took the shot
It's
there?
not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either.
Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible, a glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender.
Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator?
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fire this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out beatable prime, was it?
Beatable prime. Look. Let's get gone. Wait, can we go up this way? Is there actually somewhere to go? No, it doesn't really look like it. Okay, there's also the boardwalk. Might as well do this while we're basically doing both. Figure out possible entryways. This is the boardwalk, right? Is it not? Oh no, this is the boardwalk, isn't it? I think. Alright. Am I in the... No, I'm not in the, like, the church section, so we can't teleport. Now am I in the church section? Yeah, cool. Travel here. And we'll go up this way. And go get that radio. Oh, yeah. Wank.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. It's empty, like a beehive.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing. Something's missing. Nothing happened.
Huh? Find a working transmitter and return to the church. So no, I thought it was this that we could get the antenna from. Do I need the appropriate tool to even attempt it?
Yes.
Nothing. It's okay, Kim. This. Oh, Kim? Yes, Kim? Oh, did I get rid of the flashlight? There. Kim?
Yes.
Thought you wanted to talk. Okay, never mind, I guess.
Tiles on the cube.
No. And then maybe I need a crowbar.
Tiles on the cube.
No. Wait, do I have a keys section? I do. I've got 2 bullets. Okay, well, never mind about this then. Unless the cube had the radio receiver in it, and I sold that, so oop. Maybe I shouldn't have sold things. Wonder if I can ask for it back. Like, hey, I didn't want to sell it. Can I don't know if I can buy the things I've sold. That would make sense. Even if it's like, yeah, but...
If you don't mind, please put the flat...
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Oh, sorry about that, yeah.
I do appreciate it.
Wonk. Okay.
Hello. Let me know if
Look,
I can help you with anything.
Look for a radio transceiver.
A transceiver, is it? Yeah, we should have something to do the trick.
He produces a machine encased in a blue Bakelite shell. Its black face covered in an assortment of pearl-topped knobs and dials. The lieutenant whistles a long, quivering note.
A genuine crystal sprach. This is a connoisseur's model, good for picking up foreign milieus.
The Model 9 also comes equipped with a signal purifier to suppress crosstalk, especially good around here with our funky reception.
In other words, it will put even the lieutenant's beloved diner wave to shame.
Sounds perfect.
It's about as close to perfection as a transceiver gets. And we're only asking 120 real for it.
Gonna need to shop around a bit. I might be
You'll
back
be
later.
back again. I've got a feeling.
Got something
Sure.
to sell.
Let me have a look.
Let me check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
This is decent value, but no. 120, eh? That's a decent amount. I mean,
Another time, perhaps.
but I would probably have 120 by now if it weren't for home, having to pay for home stuff. It's not, to be honest, I've made it probably a worse place than the shack. At least the shack actually has all the windows intact. Hope I haven't already paid for it. Cargoes contain MRL, the Crypt Zoo, a cell, novelty dice maker, barbell. I've already done that, haven't I? No. The net picker, that's fine. Andre. Got a new fort, haven't I? Words of tax. Yeah, I really don't know. Could level up encyclopedia just once, just for fun. Explore the coast of signs, determine where the shot came from. Alright, well I guess that's the deal. We're just gonna go here. Again, I should have teleported, but whatever. Wait, can I interact with this at all? Not anymore? Okay, fair enough. Okay, I think that's the boardwalk, isn't it? Don't know why I didn't get an option to test it out. Is there any other entry stuff on this? No, there's that up there. But no. Kind of running in circles, but whatever. Go, go, go. 'Cause there should be... Oh, is it this?
There's no way the perp isn't here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Can I try to get in there, though?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
Kim, you think she's in there?
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Why is there not the option to be like... Because this is the boardwalk, right? Oh no, I don't know where I am. Right, let's get out of here. Is there anything new with this?
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10 meters. A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
So zoomed out. We could get rid of that whole thing. I think it raised the learning caps of stuff, didn't it? So it didn't actually do much else. Yeah, all Motorix learning caps are raised by 1. It means it doesn't actually give me anything. So I'm going to confirm that. And then we can chuck in... let's do Sad Cop, maybe. Art Cop did a lot for us. Maybe Sad Cop will do a good amount too. Music. Let's internalize that. Gotta have those brains whirring. Oh, I could ask the Thingy-me-bob. Where is this boardwalk? This is the boardwalk, isn't it? Or is this the boardwalk? Don't know. If I go up here, I can TP anyway. I think I want to travel here first, and I want to double check with the zoologist if they saw anything. And I guess we can go to that apartment actually, because that's important. Zoologist.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Okay, I'll get going. But I am going to increase interfacing. Level up. Accept. I think... Do I have anything to increase interfacing? I'm pretty sure no. You got so many look over. I'm very certain not. So, yeah, perfect. Talk.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
You look down at your hands, but they don't have anything to tell you.
Okay, maybe it was a different cryptid who took the book. I have an idea. Maybe the locusts ate themselves?
Auto-cannibalistic locusts. I appreciate your unconventional thinking, officer. But really, cryptids aren't your area of expertise.
It's okay, dear. Most hypotheses turn out to be false.
Hold on. This is worth it. Accept changes and close.
Hello. Lena and I would
consider
there
the
we go.
way the empty trap
God,
is
so low.
as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a little hooligan called Kuna may have stolen locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to Little Graham and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents, my favorite.
Doesn't sound like it's really his favorite.
Such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
Alright. Let me just double check with Gary. Hey, Gary.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
Let's see.
I'm sorry for what I said.
Short means sincere in
'Kay.
these things.
Hey, was
'Kay,
there?
put my bill
You're
for
all
tonight.
ready set for the night.
Damn it.
Your door is unlocked.
Okay, goodbye. I might as well sleep in the rags this one time then. Alright. I guess we can talk to Kuno, and we can also go up this way, I guess. Hey, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
Now hold on. No one is lame here. What is this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Yeah, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah. Let's go check, and there's just a bunch of things. Where's the green dot there all of a sudden? It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows, like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
Right, something this notebook contains to
Of
you.
the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
That's precisely what I'm thinking. Stop being so sarcastic, Kim.
Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making real progress here.
When someone says they're not being sarcastic, it's usually a good sign that they're being very sarcastic.
You think the insular phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The phasmid is impairing your judgment.
Okay, we should talk to Kuno about this. Get him to
I'll
stop.
let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Yes. I mean, I will admit I've probably got like a day or two before all of hell breaks loose. So, doing great.
Fuck does Kuno care?
No, you took the locust from the traps the zoocologist set up.
Kuno took the bugs. So what?
Why still locusts? You can find some other pets. You go build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno.
Hold on, did I hear you right? You said I?
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig. I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch.
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
Tears at the button of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give away.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything.
Definitely.
Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
That depends on your choices you make.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
That's... Sure.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. She was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I.
What does the city of Locust mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
Turns his burning face up to the falling snow.
You really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay, now that's settled. I'd be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulidune Phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insulin Phasmid is?
They just think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
Okay, and now I'm just going to have an epiphany.
Generator.
Cool.
You were born in the year 07.
Alright.
In the last year of the commune of Revachol, right before it fell, in the old military hospital on the ground floor, where people usually came to die during a snowstorm. The revolution had about 1 year left to go, and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You are 44 years old. The bloating might never leave your face, but beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope.
Bonuses. Learning cap for logic raised to 4. -1 difficulty to all physique passives. Learning cap for logic is raised to 4. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm pretty sure logic is... Is it raised by or for 4? Raised to 4. So that's basically doing nothing for me. Cool. Can't wait to forget that. Cool. What's on the map anyway? What's new? Oh, the barbell is unlocked again. But I've also got a minus on that stuff. Okay, cool. I'll report my findings. And I'm going to need 120 monies.
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice to...
That's all, ma'am.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know. So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie.
Woo.
This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
You don't sound no good.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
Man, I'm really feeling this. This is costing me time on my main investigation.
Of course, sweetie. You've helped us so much already. Everyone would understand if you...
I'd love to help, but I have my own things to do. Damn it. Maybe I can still restock the trap for you. I mean, I'm journeying out there anyway.
You can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh fractured locust.
Right.
It should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center.
Okay, great. And now we got Bag of Lotus. Great. I suppose since the boardwalk, I believe, is somewhere between the fishing village and the pawn shop. Let's go to the pawn shop. And let's double check if I can get a cheaper radio.
Hello. Let me know if, for the moment, yes. You'll be back again. I've got a feeling.
I need to double my money. I mean, every five times I get an encyclopedia check done, I get a disco. Thank you, seeing it before. I mean, a follower is nice, but admittedly, you gotta love the disco ball. It's still going. It goes for so long. I love that disco ball. It broke not that long ago, so I haven't had the follower effect with the disco ball for Disco Elysium yet. So I appreciate you following for that, specifically for that. I don't actually care about you following. It's the notification. I'm just kidding. But also the notification. Oh my god. I'm just getting some cardio in, to be honest. It is brilliant, and I love the sound effect as well. I'm never changing it. I think this over here. No. There's one problem I have with this game, which admittedly I hate for most other games, is that you just don't know. Oh, you never played this game before. It's a great game. It's a very story-driven game. If you don't really like, a lot of reading or narrative-driven stuff, then that's fair. But if you've played any Telltale games, or you like sort of the the story-focused games, or Telltale games, or choice matter games, this is an actually true choice matter game. Most choice matter games are just absolutely lying to you, and you basically have no choice except for the very end. What? Where's that come from? Oh, that was the village. I wouldn't know. I have seen on the Switch, which is surprising with the content of the game, but I don't know. But it should be fine either way, really, because most of it's just moving around. I would say PC, because you've got to click on things and stuff. But I think ultimately, if you have a preference yourself, I'd go with that. It's not that important. I guess it might run not great on other things. I don't know. Probably not the Switch. But I'm currently a little bit at a loss because I'm trying to find some things. I would also suggest roughly not going in with any spoilers, mainly around, I guess, the character. I mean, it's not that bad. Technically, it's a murder mystery, right? So, but ultimately, you can't do anything with knowledge that you don't actually get in the game. You need to learn things organically throughout the game, even if you technically know the answer. Well, streaming? I mean, there's plenty of tutorials with OBS. That's what I would recommend. OBS, Streamlabs for notifications. If you learn really basic stuff in OBS, you can go plenty far. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Fun. You stock the trap you left empty before. Which one it was? No, I remember that one. Shot came from... Yeah, because I'm trying to do this one. And I need to make money for that. Yeah, it is. But I mean, like, that's what I would recommend starting with, is learning some basics in OBS, and then some more specific things that there's probably videos on it on streaming. I'm pretty sure that's what I watched. Streamlabs is good. I mean, ultimately, it's you first. That's what you got to think about with streaming. Is that it's people should be coming for you. Having a regular schedule is also important. I suppose, with like, I will be playing at these times, so people can work around that, and you can have consistent viewership. Technically, I've gone over my time by 30 minutes, but nah. I don't know what type of games you like, but I suppose the more obscure, the harder it is to find people, but when you do find people, or if you tell people this is the game I'm playing, then you'll have a more consistent basis of viewers. Audio is so I forget exactly who said it. I think it was I forget who said it, but there was a hierarchy of what's important with watching things. I'm just going to pause this, to be honest. A hierarchy with watching things. First is audio, I believe. Audio is really important because you can choose just to listen to something and things like that. And if the audio is off, it's really disconnecting. So to make sure your audio right first, and then it's video second. Content second, visuals third. So, yeah, if you sound nice, but you're talking about taxes, some people are going to watch, but, ultimately also, very big thing, don't do what people think is popular, do what you like to do, and you'll find your crowd. You'll either get bored or uncomfortable with being someone you're not, or playing things that you don't like to play. And it's best just to be consistent and be who you are. I mean, that's how you get anybody at all in relationships or in streaming. And eventually you'll just build up a little bit of a following, and it'll just sort of snowball out at that point. Unless you're lucky and get viral. But I wouldn't say you should chase numbers either. You're welcome. I mean, I spend 99% of my time thinking, so you'd hope it would be somewhat adequate. And then there's like more muddy details that I haven't really cracked out yet, like variants in games and things like that, or having maybe games for consistent days for consistently. Suppose collabing can always help, but we're all talking later stuff. I wouldn't focus on later stuff or get caught up in later stuff, because then you won't get the basics down, like consistent schedule, sound being most important, stuff like that. Is that one the one that's empty? I think so. Might as well do that. And yeah, if you don't do any content stuff, or you haven't done recordings and things like that, you'll have a initial confidence issue, I suppose, but
the locusts aren't doing all too well, but they're still in there. This isn't.
No. But I would say you would need a PC to then stream console. I've currently got something. Hold on, actually, let me double check. I've currently got something that allows. It's basically a HDMI splitter. So the HDMI coming from my console, or my consoles actually, plugs in from the console into itself, and then back into the monitor, which you'd actually play on. But then there's an offshoot for another HDMI, or it's maybe a USB, to send that data stream to the PC. So if you want to stream consoles, I would suggest a PC or a laptop, because I don't think streaming itself is that intensive, other than network. I don't think streaming itself is that intensive, especially if you have your console playing the game for you. And then you can stream it using OBS on your PC. I don't know anything about streaming on console. I've been asked that before with family, and I'm just like, I don't think it's a good idea, because there's a lot of customization you can do with a PC, and it's for the managing of the stream. PC is probably best, and it's useful as well, because you'd be able to have that on your side, maybe a laptop or a computer, to do logistic stuff. Well, not logistic stuff, but managing the stream while you have the gameplay readily available. I am lost. Boardwalk for bullet traces. Check island for bullet traces. Ruby left the village, went up the coast, explored the coast for signs. Yeah. But yeah, I have been thinking of playing Breath of the Wild as well. I don't know what console you have, or consoles. Oh yeah, I could just do that, because I don't have anything better to do. Rather than walking around aimlessly, making no progress and just burning time. Well, I mean, as long as the attractive and interesting is something that you're personally invested in, then sure. If you're trying to pander to people, I wouldn't recommend it. As I mentioned before, trying to be yourself, you'll probably get tired if you have to put up a persona or things like that. But if you're talking assets, more visual, interesting stuff, I'm planning to do the same thing by putting a little painting of me in the bottom left here. For specifically this game. What's this?
Master Investigator. You just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
It's my duty to investigate every square inch of the world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you.
Yeah. Forget this. The Jamrock Shuffle. Yeah. But if you're talking like, I don't know, VTuber.
You hear someone walk.
Or I don't know what you're thinking. I would have if you want more of an idea.
Give me a moment.
Sure. I mean, if you want, you can check my Twitch info. I'm pretty sure I've got the group Discord on the on there, so you can join that channel, and then you'll have my Discord, and you can send it me over Discord, and I can have a nosy. Who knows? Maybe it'll inspire me to have something. A
It's
different
about
idea.
Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
Cool. Who are you? No, thank you. Up here. No. This way. Yeah. Because otherwise I can't really give much advice, because it's something interesting. I can't say much without any specifics. Must be this. Have I stolen from this? I have not. Steal.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. The
Continue.
lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Yep.
Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Should we discuss? No, let's just knock.
Hello? Who is it?
Is this Billy Majane's home? This is the police. Please open up.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment. Come in, the door is open.
Okay. Don't run, okay? Take it slow. When exploring the apartment, be respectful. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Can't afford curtains. Sure.
Hello, I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee. I was supposed to get some tomorrow.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
It's certainly a lot. Some of it reminds me of other things. Oh, you've got... Oh, that's cute. You've got your Metopia... Not Metopia. I forget the name of it. It's been a bit since I played it. Though I played it a lot. The 3DS game.
Condensation from stepping inside.
Thanks. Not really. Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again?
Some of
I
it...
can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Kept your composure. Lieutenant's handkerchief. You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
And where is everyone?
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
Not where?
He has a problem with drinking, and so he disappears every now and then.
He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up.
To your knowledge, did he make it to the library? Something,
No, I guess I'll find out when he decides to come back home. It shouldn't be long from now. He's never gone for more than a few days.
Remember what he was wearing when you last saw him?
His old leather jacket.
Can you describe it?
It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so...
The inner lining?
Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more weatherproof since he's running around with it in the middle of winter.
Okay, there's something else I have to tell you.
She folds her hands across her chest. Here it comes.
Okay. Empathy, let's attempt empathy. Bard magic. This is gonna work perfectly. That bard magic is brilliant.
I don't want
Fuck! But we have to.
I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this. Part of me that refuses to do this.
Do what?
Officer.
Too late. You ruined it. Just say it now.
Your husband's dead.
Excuse me? What?
She's in pain. She's in so much pain. And so are you. Your chest is burning.
Uh-oh.
We are very sorry to inform you, but your husband, Victor Méjean, was found dead this morning on the Martinez boardwalk.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
I understand that this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. We are very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
What happened to him? Tell me.
He fell and smashed his head against. He drank himself to
And
death.
you just found him there? Lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
Very long, man. I'm sorry.
She doesn't reply. Her eyes well up with tears as you hear the clock ticking in the children's room.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid. Unreal.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
Yes.
All right. I'll call them. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
For God's sake, lie.
He's in the morgue.
And who should I contact?
He was taken to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number, in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still a bit...
Alright, that's
Again, if there's anything we could do for you, then don't hesitate to call the RCM, ma'am.
She just nods, distant and inconsolable.
This is what I
The
get for
bed
not doing good.
springs rattle beneath her as she begins to shake.
This is what I get for not doing good bard music.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon to a scream.
I'll take it from here. Thank you.
So everyone do a breathing
We should
first.
step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her.
So, the death notification.
That did not go. I'm sorry, I know, I don't know.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case. There's nothing more we can do here. And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't the worst I've seen, okay? Now let's go.
I can't enter again. I should have snooped around while I could. Damn. That's fine. Okay. Okay. We're going to travel to... ask about Ruby in the village, determine where the shot came from. So we're going to travel to the fisherman spot. We can go down here and refill this one. Because this is the one that's empty, isn't it?
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds, melancholy rustling. Rain drips from the netting of the trap.
Fantastic.
The trap stands empty. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
Okay. That's fine. The Jamrock Shovel. It's the Jamrock Shovel, okay? I just don't know. Isn't this the boardwalk? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out then. It's learning whirling. I guess I could just quickly do that. Travel here.
Hello, dear. Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
It's probably best. It's awfully cold out there.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
So who's going to check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
We'll take care of it.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
You seem different.
Different? How?
You've given up on the phasmid.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all.
You're in doubt About what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
So, are you saying you made it up?
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what?
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
To hell with this eye. I still believe you saw the phasmid. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one.
Of course not. I didn't mean to say my situation discredits the field. There have been some confirmed discoveries, and a lot of hoaxes too, but still. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Be careful out there. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a
waste of time. A lie? Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's raining.
We should go to...
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness. To ask the wind once more.
Okay. Whoa, it's raining? That's new. Yeah, there's nothing but the phasmid. I really don't know what I'm going to be doing. We're looking for signs, but I don't know any signs. That's not the right button. Tab. Okay. I don't see anything. There is that, but I don't know how to do anything with that. Unless... Can I wrap around the back? No. There's nothing around here, is there? No? No. There's that thing up there. It's a very low chance of it actually succeeding. So far, the only thing we found is the sewer. And that's not very useful. Just don't know. I really just don't know. There's this thing up here. We could just try it. Who knows? It says red, but I don't see how we're going to increase it in any way. It requires what? Interfacing?
An old door, worn by elements,
Possible.
guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
Yeah. Get me my tools. And got all those plus 2 to interfacing. And we can't increase it. That's fine. 8% chance.
Door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
Okay.
You see a handle.
Bard music. Bard music. Bard music. Bard music. Bard music. I need to do something impressive to get an 8%. That's not worth 8%, but I don't care. Let's do it.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Ugh, how is this door shut tight? How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
Whatever do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
But that's who I am, who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
Looks at the door with a rueful smile.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
Perhaps I gotta think about doors. Grr. Can't believe it. There's no way, anyway. There's no way. Not unless I invested a bunch into interfacing. Which it wouldn't be worth. I'm still confused by the whole fact that we still haven't seen a shot from the boardwalk. Unless it's like this little spot here and you have to really go here? No? We've walked all along the boardwalk. I don't know what it wants from us. Nor do I know where else we'll find a building and stuff. Can we look for that? No. Okay, look. Hey.
Good evening.
I'd like to hear about this building.
What's on your mind?
Engineers, never
But of
mind.
course.
Leave. I genuinely don't see anything. What are we supposed to do, Kim? Help me here, Kim. Okay. Or I'll just do the Jamrock Shuffle, I guess. Do. Help me, Kim. I'm genuinely at a loss. I can't even find the things that are supposed to be a little easier. At the dead end place, we've already done. Which one was that one? Land's End, Boardwalk. Check the boardwalk for bullet traces. Check island for bullet traces. Island? One of the peninsula islands. I guess I can talk to Joyce. It's been a while since I've talked to Joyce. You know what? Let's go talk to Joyce. I feel like we're going to get some stuff out of Joyce. Alright. What? Joyce isn't here anymore. Oh, damn it. Okay, cool. She's been there the entire time? Okay. I didn't notice. Good thing she had a laminator for that note. I don't know how well it could survive otherwise. Okay. Yeah, perfect. There we are. Hey, Joyce.
I'll just keep the Cordeleche in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day.
Something about the way she says it makes you want to sing.
Jetty, jetty, jetty.
Oh, jetty, oh, jetty. It's good to see you here, detectives. I only just arrived myself.
Yeah, I noticed.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Cordeleche red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White. How do I like it?
She casts her gaze toward the village. Slosh melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left half finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react.
You're in no danger. The working class have no idea what's happening to them. This is just how the real city looks.
That they don't. Have I told you how they discovered this place?
The island?
No, they're in Sealindian, Isla.
No.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Oblivion, that's so me.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me now. We have time. Tell me now. We have time.
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you. Maybe there is something else I can assist you with while you're hot in pursuit?
No, apparently not. Great. Great. Real great.
Waves are beginning to die down.
Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
I don't have any level ups, don't have enough money to do the thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to find something. I don't have enough money to level up anything. Not money, power. Perhaps that would go for something. There's something to do with this building, I say. This must be it. This must be the building. But where is the alternate entrance? Where is anything?
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere.
I don't... Because I'm struggling to even find the different murder points. Oh yeah, I can't go anywhere else from here. This used to be the boardwalk, right? Oh, this used to be the boardwalk? No. Really do not understand. Oh.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold up. Do you mean seeing the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Sure, a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while. Judging from all the bottles, the sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
A bunch of people were
Looks
here.
like it.
Was this party against the law? This was some kind of theatre to them, a circus production by a great clown.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Oh, there's money here, though. A lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but it's money. Huh. Really don't know where I'm supposed to go. Like, is this not the boardwalk? Is that there? It's taunting me. Oh, come on. I really don't know. Is there anything else I can do? Find the murder weapon. Locate unworking firearm that shoots 466. Get the hangman's boots. Can't do that. Sync low responsibility. I can't find any of these apparently. Not the route. This will take some time. Checking out the locations. Check boardwalk for bullet tracers. Check island for bullet tracers. I don't know where the island is. I don't know where the boardwalk is. The boardwalk would be here. The island is up there, but how are we getting there? Is there a path up that way? Is there anything up that way? Just lost.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Dance fever incoming. Standard anti-whirl die.
Goodbye, officer.
Have I got anything that increases Savar flare? I think maybe. It's not feeling like it though. Nah. That's fine, because I don't need it.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body
Damn
should
it.
form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost.
Goodbye, officer.
Okay, great. Jeez, it is quite... It's quite noisy. I just don't know. This is B, so it should be down left.
Just dead and dying locusts and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds.
Kim, help me, Kim. Please.
Yes?
Tell me about the...
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch.
What
Talk
about me?
you? No, that's
Good.
it. Tell
What
me
do you
about
want
the
to know?
case.
Good.
I'm going to double check if anyone else has gotten stuck on this. I guess I could leave it to another time because admittedly I've went way over. In fact, I will. I'll just call it quits. Just accept when defeat is given to you so overtly. Thank you for joining in the stream. Appreciate everyone's time. And I hope you enjoy spending the time as much as I did playing this game. The same spiel again and again. I'm sure I'll think of something more inventive next time. I won't. Okay. Bye-bye.